Everybody, how you guys doing today? I'm going to do a Gelli Plate demo. I have gotten people asking when I was going to put it up, and I kept kind of putting it off, and then I saw Sigrid's, which I will put her link below, videos on her doing it, and I was like, I have to get mine out. So I did. Sorry, I did. So I'm going to show a few things that I love doing with this. Obviously, let me check to make sure. Obviously, you can make your own. You can go to the, what the heck is my computer doing? The Frugal Crafter has how to make it on your own. I think, almost positive, Edie has one. So links will go below, and then you can check out what they've been doing. So you can see, I think it's fun to not have dog hair stuck to it. It's fun to see a lot of different people doing it because everybody has different ways they do it, different things you know what I mean? So I'm very excited for that. So I'm just going to give you a few things that I do. As you can see, my Gelli Plate is not clean. I'm not a good cleaner when it comes to it. But you can just use water to clean up all the extra paint. You can also use hand sanitizer. You know, the clear hand sanitizer we use. I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter if it was fragranced or not, but you would wipe it, you know, with that. You can take a you could take this in the sink and wash it in water. You can take a baby wipe. You could do so many different things. If I gotta remember, I should have wrote everything down. You can use oil paints on this. I have tons of oil paints, but you can use oil paints on this too. But you don't want to leave any of this residue on here. As you can see, this is all acrylic paint. You want to make sure that you wipe this whole entire, if you're using oil-based plates, oil-based Gelli plates, you will wipe it with baby oil. Like a little bit of baby oil, you know, on maybe a paper towel or a rag. Wipe it with that after you're done using your oil paint, and then wash it with Dawn, like the blue Dawn dish detergent that you wash your dishes with, and it'll take off all that oil. So not only can you use acrylics, but you can use oils. That will take the stain off, but you want to take it, like I said, after you use your oil paint. You do not want to leave your oil paints on here like you would your acrylic paints. I'm just trying to explain. I know a lot of people are getting these, and these are just a few things I want to explain. And like I said, mine's very stained. I don't have baby oil. I should probably have a little bit of baby oil around here. I have alcohol, but not the kind you drink. But, you know, to clean it up real good. But I don't really care when I sit and play. When you put your new paint on it, you know, it'll pick up these dry pieces. So, but it's like I said, you just spritz it with water or wipe it with paper towel that's wet, hand sanitizer, all that kind of stuff, you know, is great to use. The next thing that you want to do is get your supplies out. I'm so out of it today. I am so sorry. Is get your supplies out. So what I did was I have this, and which you can see I've used with this. I use this a lot. It has a lot of texture on it as its own, and I could probably fuss and get all that off, but it doesn't bother me. This is for to make marks too. So if you're just starting out and you're just getting your Gelli Plate, I get this. You know, we bleach my daughter's hair out and color hair and everything like that. So I have tons of these. But you can go to the beauty supply store or the dollar store and get something similar. I'm going to show some stamps. These are some stamp that I've made. I got a couple of them. I got some punchinella. I got stamps, a doily. And we're just going to go on and have a blast. And like I said, this dry paint, you'll see, will come up. So first and foremost, let's pick our colors. And you want to... Oh, I got to move my stuff. Everything is around me. So we're also going to use today, you know, I love my foam. I give this in all my giveaways. And some a stencil that we made out of glue, hot glue. I have many videos on that. And this is actually for clay. And it's a snakeskin. So we're going to use that too. We're going to use a lot of different things. So let's get started. You want to try to remember, whether you look on your color wheel or whatever, that you don't want to put colors down that are going to blend together and make ick colors. You want bright colors, not icky, you know, brown colors, which I've been known to do. So I'm just going to put, I just kind of dab it like that, because you don't want too much on, but you want to have enough. So I'm just going to, and like I said, mine is going to have marks on it, my roller. I'm just going to roll it on, and you see how thin. Okay, so I can see some of the paint coming off. If you want and you have the room, which I don't right now, but I will try to do it. Maybe I'll just roll it on a paper towel. Have another piece of paper, or I like to use a big piece of poster board. Today I'm kind of blocked in because I've been straightening up and cleaning, plus I've been ill. So I really haven't been in here, I don't think, since Thursday. So, okay. So I got that leveled down. And I just wiped this off a little bit. Doesn't matter. I'm going to do some stamping. And for what I'm going to use first is my clocks. So I'm just going to stamp, push it down. And this is going to be, I mean, look at that. I should have taken my plastic off. And I'm just stamping. Take the damn plastic off, Kel. Okay. I'm just stamping. And I'm just stamping. And I don't care if there's over, you know, I over-stamped on something that I stamped. And this is a light color, so we'll be going over this again. But then I'm just going to lay this down and push it. Push it real good. Rub all around it. You can even take your brayer, and that'll get the rest of that paint off, and just run over it real quick. Your paper don't move once it's stuck on there. It won't move, so you don't have to be so... Oh, I can see my camera going in and out. But you can see it picked up all that extra paint that was on there, but you can see underneath the clocks, which when we do another layer on, we're starting our mixed media layer. So if you, I've done this with paper from my, this is cardstock paper, but from my mixed media journal, you know, you can buy the mixed media journals by Canson and all them. I have a million of those, so you know, sometimes I'll use those. The cardstock though is just as good. You're just going to be layering up paint, so you can rip it, tear it, use this as a background, and just cut off the white or paint the white. We're just starting some fun. Do you know what I mean? So now you can see the clocks are still on here. Now, this has been done by a lot of people where they'll let this dry, then they'll throw on the next thing of paint, do that, let that dry. And Anne-Marie in our group, All Things Creative, did a great thing doing that. And if my daughter didn't take my tape, I would do a tape transfer. But and then she did this transfer. So if you're in our group, you probably already have seen it. So let me get some orange on here. Orange that maybe is opened would help. Orange. This one's not open either. It's one of my newer ones. Come on. But I tell you, you know, those who can't afford it, go check out the videos I put below. Hopefully I remember to do that. If not, you just have to ask, and I'll do it. You know, like in the comments, like, oh, yo, you forgot to to put it in. But what's cool is, you know, if you don't have the money, they have small circle ones now, and they have a smaller one than this also. And I'm just gonna do some squirting, just a little bit. It goes a long way. And you can, you know, get a smaller one, but you can also make it yourself, which I know a lot of people have done, and it's inexpensive and it keeps for a while. I gotta hold on to that. I should have took the bottom off so it's stuck better to my paper. And you just kind of run it like this. Okay, now I'm gonna take my paper towel. Should just keep it here and just roll off a little bit. No big deal. And then I think I'm gonna stamp. So I'm gonna stamp. I got this awesome key, and I'm gonna stamp it. Look at that. And then, you know, you can take your paper that you have sitting around or whatever. Like I'll take the pink one that I have. It's kind of hard. I should have probably cleaned my desk first. But just to get the extra paint off. And if you don't want to, you can just wash it off later. But, you know, you're just building up over here. It doesn't matter. And then I shall take... I'll just do some texture with this. This is one of my foam cutouts. And I'll just add a little bit of the texture going there. And give that a wipe so that doesn't stick. And then I have, where's my catalyst? I have my catalyst somewhere. Here it is. One of my catalysts. And maybe I'll just kind of go like that in spaces that doesn't have anything. You could do as light, you know, or as hard as you want. And now let's take a piece of paper. I want to show you guys different ways to do these kind of things because you don't have to go out and buy tons of stuff. If you can't, you know, if you're struggling to get the Gelli plate and you get it, there's so much at home that you can use that you don't have to go out and buy stamps and stencils and, you know, all kinds of stuff. So I'm just pushing. And let's see what we get. Oh, it looks cool. I hope it shows up as good as it looks. See how you can see the clocks underneath, the keys, these parts where I, right there, where I did the, you know, scraped it. And that's a very cool thing. And then we could put a great color on top of that. So I'm just going to leave this on here and let's go for some purple. Oh, I'm on my finger. And again, I just do dot, 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 dot. Not really worrying too much about it. You don't want that much on. I love this color. I gotta get another one soon. All right, so you see how far the paint goes. And mind you, I'm using a crappy brayer. You know, my brayer has texture, which I don't care. Because I'm, you know, I do mixed media and that's what I do. And so texture to me is fun. But this is called Light Blue Violet. And it's from Basics. And I love it. But let's add some fun. Let's put in our stamp we made from the glue. Hot glue gun. And it's just adding markings, that's all. Let's put it this way. Push it down. I've made so many stamps from hot glue. And they're just so much fun. I mean, you just kind of, I'll just stamp a little bit of that off there to add that color and set him aside. And let's do this with the lines. And I'm just going to lay it down and push. I'm just adding everywhere. And then I'm going to leave this part dry and then go over it with something else, as you will see. I have some punchinella. So I'll push and run my brayer over. And look at that. You can see that punchinella there. And I'll do it there. And What else do we have that we can play with? All right, I'm going to show those next because those are things that we can do from home. All right, I'll just do the like that. All right, so now I will let that dry for a minute. And this is a great stamp. I'm stamping on my orange paper. Can you see how that came up? That's an awesome stamp. And it's for polymer clay, which is awesome, but you can also use it in your mixed media, which I love. So I'm going to try. You can't blow it dry. If you blow it dry, you'll melt your plate or warp it or something. So I'm just going to give it a second to kind of do its thing and not fuss on it too much. But the key definitely is to leave it dry a little bit. You can, definitely pull up from here. But I can still see it's wet, and it probably will take way longer than I want. But I'm just going to give it a second. Don't we all think like doing this is going to work? I don't know why. I don't know why. But I know if I add, and that's this is what I'm going to do. I know if I add a little bit of yellow, and I'll just do a squeeze here. And let's see how far that takes us. I don't want too much, but I want it like kind of mixing in a little bit. So you get like this cool color. Very lightly, I'm not pushing hard. I'm just spreading it around. Okay, and then I'm going to put on top of that some texture, and I'm going to use this stamp, and I'm just going to push and push, push, and push, and push. Give my stamp a little wipe. Lord knows why, because I don't clean up anything. And I'm going to, this is, let's see. These are some things I made from the Big Shot just to have as, for fun printing. Let's see how fun they print, if I can get any numbers off of this bingo one. I'm just going to push it down, lift it up. Yep. Can you see the numbers? Very cool. And then I'll do a little bit here. Perfect. And then we're just going to have some random numbers. Pretty cool, pretty cool. How's this going to print? Let's see. And then you can see I printed off onto there. So remember, this is just from my Big Shot. I just embossed it, and now I have a stamp with my emboss machine. Okay, now let's take a piece of paper, and let's see what we get. And I'll just roll my, you can see all that green still left on there. But it's the back of the paper, and it really doesn't matter. You're just getting your brayer clean for next time, or you can put, like I said, put it off on a different piece of paper. And then you're going to lift up. Oh, and look how cool that looks. You have the bingo numbers over here. You have the blue. You have the green. You have, still I'm picking up stuff off of here. So this is a awesome page. This looks like something you'd pull out of a book. So this one's staying the way it is because I love it. I will not do anything but let that dry. Now, we just leave all this on here and hit up another color. Apparently I wasn't thinking correctly and did not pick up more colors out of my thing, but oh well. I'll just pull them up. So I'm going to put some green, dark green, nothing major. And I'm just going to do my thing. And it's better to start out with a little bit than a lot. because if you have too much, then you're not going to be able to print as well, because you just have goppy, like it's just when you put your items in it, it'll push around the paint more than making a design or imprint. So like I said, I always start by, you know, just a little bit. And I can see here this is not enough paint. So what I'll do is add a drop in the middle, and I think over here. And just go for it. And you don't have to cover everything either, which I'll do in the next one. I'll show you what you can do. But let's do some fun at-home things on this one. Okay. So I have, this came from a ribbon roll, roll. So I'm going to lay this, push it down, get me that. There's no texture on here, so I don't know what we're going to get, but we shall see. And then we got to lift it off, which is even more fun. Look how cool. And you just print that on a different piece of paper. So you have, you get that, save that paint, but you get a print. Just squishing it over here. And this is just paper. Absolute paper. Now, how about a stamp we made out of fun foam? These are all things you can make and use from home. Lift it up. Look how cool. And I have a video. I made this in a video, but it's, or I think on a video, or maybe, yeah, it's on my YouTube. And I'm going to put this down here, as well as my fingerprint. Why not? And like I said, then you can stamp this on your paper, your scratch paper, or whatever, you have. And you get the rest of that, and you get like a grungy, faded look. Awesome. And how about some corrugated cardboard? If I'm going in and out on the video, I apologize. It's because I keep moving, like my hands and the... So we have, this is stuff from home stuff. We have, you can use a toothbrush lid. You can use whatever. This is from my medicine. I'm going to go and just push in a few holes, circles. No big deal. And then you go tap it off wherever you want it. And maybe you have a doily. So maybe I'll lay my doily here and then run over it with my brayer and then lift it up. And it left a little bit, not a lot. I didn't push real hard. I was a little apprehensive. And I'm going to let that dry for a second because I'm going to put some pink on it to cover up these. Or should I, maybe I'll print. Maybe I'll print it on this pink and then do that. I'm just going to put that on there. I got a lot of open space on there. Just give it a nice rub, no big deal. Pull it off. And you can see it was already starting to dry, but we still have everything here, which is awesome. So now I'm going to take a bright pink because I like green and pink together and just plop it. And I'm going to do a plop right here. Okay. I'm going to have to get some more colors out in a minute. And now let's just rollin', rollin', rollin' my heart. One of my favorite movies, The Blues Brothers. Biggest crush on John Belushi when I was little. But this is, like I said, so fun. It's addictive, and my daughter bought this for me 2 Christmases ago. And I think for my birthday, she did for my birthday, that's right. And I played with it so much, so addictive. And then I see everybody, making videos, and I was watching Sigrid's videos, and I was like, oh man, I got to get mine out. so excited. So, probably be a long video, but whatever. Now, I have this stuff that I had cut out with my Sizzix machine. I usually put these on cardboard. Haven't had a chance yet. But I'm going to just kind of lay it down. That's an old rat song. And I'm just going to kind of touch it so it all gets on there. And then, now you can, if you have tweezers or something, you can use, but that's what I'm going to do there. And then I'm going to put my spider. This is part of the thing too. Cut out. I think I'm going to do my spider leg right there. And then just gently push his little feet down in his body. So everything makes contact, very easy. And then lift him up. And then I have this that I made from the Dawn machine. And let's see. Just lay it there. Because I really can't see what's underneath, but we shall see when I pull it up. I'm just going to give this. Now, if you have a Sizzix or a Cricut or anything that you can make dies with, this is great. Like I said, you want to mount this on, that's my opinion, to mount it on a piece of old cardboard. I just never got a chance to do it yet, but come on, come out. Come up. You want to ruin the, there we go. There we go. Oh, I can see that one good. Okay, then I'll just use this and go like this, just to add a little something. Let's see what we get now. And these are fun, like I said, for backgrounds, and they're fun, you know, like when you get a really cool one, like the one I showed you that I'm saving, that is like a wicked cool one. And, you know, I'll do that as a background, start of a background. Oh, wow, this is awesome. Look. Look how cool. All those colors. You can see underneath. And then the ones we put on top. But still the green. That is so cool looking. We have our green layer. We have our pink. And then the one on top of that. Look how cool that is. Delish. Saving that one too. Interesting. They're coming out good. I'm not even complaining. All right. Now something I want to talk about. Two things I want to talk about. Okay. First we're going to do. I only grabbed the two colors because I wasn't going to get. You can use fabric paint. I have more fabric paint than I know what to do with, and I'll use it on paintings sometimes. I'm trying to find what I do with my other fabric paint. It was pink, and I just had it here. What did I do with it? Oh, Lord only knows. That's me. But anyway, we shall continue. This is fabric paint, so I'm just going to, you know, squirt some on there. I don't know what the hell I do with it. And I'm going to, and it's very slippery, as you can tell. And this color doesn't even look like it's coming out as a good color. But it's not even rolling my roller. It's called green apple. But I'm not going to, like, say, oh my, you know, whatever, because you still can print. So if you use whatever you have, I'll get up and get another fabric paint once I get the, I'm just sticking this netting in that came on a Asian pear. And I'm just making that. I am going to take a big stamp and just stamp. I'm not worrying about anything because I'm going to lay over this more paint. So doing that, wiping off my stamp, and then I'm going to go find, I don't know what I did with it. What in the world did I do with it? Lord only knows. Let me grab my, Okay, a couple of paints. We'll do this and have this color. Okay, I'm here. I'm just. Oh, pink's on the floor. That's what fell. Oh, jackass over here. Okay. All right. So I got a stickles I'm going to show, and I got some stuff for your. This is called Tulip Glow in the Dark Red Rouge. I don't know what it's going to come out as once I roll it. It might come out the same. This is glow in the dark, so we shall see. So, yeah, see, that goes like that too. So I guess it needs to stay thick and dry like that to get the glow in the dark effect. I really don't care about that. Now I'm going to lay down. You can get these at the dollar store. I have big ones and little ones and everything. So I'm just going to lay this down and get whatever print I can from it, because I know that those ones are dry, but you can still see it's printing. And I'm just going to go like that and then wipe it off. Something you can get from the dollar store. Something you might even have at home because of the kids in school. I have the real big ones. I have to dig them out of my thing. Now I'm going to add some purple. And let's see how that covers this. All right, that's a little better. I'm just kind of rolling it. And I will stick, maybe I'll just do more of that in there. Just some, laying down some holes, some punchinella. And I will do some glitter. This is Nicole brand from AC Moore Glitter Glue. Let's see if I can get it out. I haven't used it in a while. If not, I brought my stickles over. Maybe if I just take the top off. Yeah, that probably will be better. And just put, you know, you don't need it everywhere. Just kind of do ploops. Put your lid back on. And then run this. Now it's sticky, but we're going to get our paper on there, so I'm not worrying about it. See how it mixes with the paint and pulls it up because it's going to dry. I'm going to add a little bit of stickles. And see how that works. Which one's better? I don't know. I just want some red glitter. Now you also could, you know, if you don't want to go through all this and put your glitter glue or whatever on your thing, then use loose glitter. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens. Maybe I will then go in and punch some of these in. Okay. You get there. You get down here. I'm going to roll off my sprayer onto the paper. Let's see what we get. It might be a hot mess. But you never know unless you play. Well, that looks pretty cool. That would be pretty cool to do another one on top of, definitely. I'm not digging this one on its own, but it's so textured and has so much texture in it. I'll definitely do something over that. Now, Here is something, I want to show you these right here. I did these last night because on the Gelli Plate YouTube, they showed, this is what that green's supposed to look like. I don't know if you could see, it has glitter in it. It's iridescent. And that's what the pink's to look like. But what they did was, and if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But I'm going to show it here with regular paint. I want to get a dark color that you can see. How about this teal? So I'm going to do my drops and rub it on. I'll get it all over. I might have a little bit too much paint on it, but I'm just gonna roll with the punches. Oh, my funny. Okay, so you put that down. And then I'm gonna use the hair, the hair lightening brush, and I'm just gonna kind of go like this and make design. Wipe off your brush so the bristles are good for you to continue to paint with. And then what they did was, well, I can add a few more. Don't I have little stamps up here? I'll use these. Okay. I could sit here all day and do this, but I'm not going to bore you. But I'm going to take this little stamp. I don't have my glass block with me, so I'm going to stick it on the back of a wooden block. That's what I do when I can't find my other blocks, because it'll stick. And I'm just going to go in. So if you can't find your mount for your, now you can see I used too much because the blue's kind of like pushing. But I'm just adding, not worrying. And that's what I did. And that's what I do all the time with when I can't find my, or don't have near me my, I'm sorry, my head is, I'm so out of it. Clear stamping thing. Okay, so, and then I would rinse this off. Obviously, I'm not going to do it right this second, but, and then I will go in with one of, I think I might do the pink and green one. So I'm going to take this one that already has the 3D paint on it, the fabric paint rather, and stick it down and roll. And let's see what we get. Now that's a cool print, but you see the underneath, you can see the texture and the 3D of the green and, So that's pretty cool to add that on there to give it another dimension. I'll lay you right there. I'll go over you again. And then now I have this, and I can throw another color on. Let's do, for some reason, I don't have my red. There we go. Let's add some red. All right, red, any day. Okay. And just roll it. And you don't have to roll it, like I said, everywhere. We'll do one like that, but just kind of roll it. If you want more, add more. I'm just getting on there, evening it out. Okay. And then let's add, what do I got? I have this cling stamp. If I can open it. It's amazing when you open things. before doing the video. Okay. And this is what it is. So I'm just going to go right like this and push it down. And then lift it up. And push it around. And then wipe it off. Even though all mine are stained. And I'm going to give it a second to dry. And then I'm wondering, what about some white? It'll probably end up coming up pink, but I'm just going to do it in certain places. That's plenty. And I didn't wipe my brayer off, so I'll do that now to get most of that red off. Okay. Let's just go on with some white. Like that. Very lightly. Just let that roll a little bit more. Alright, now let's use, I'm going to take my back of my block and I'm going to put on this one. And I will put on this one. So I'll have two, except I'm going to have them like that. And then I'm going to go in and print, and print, and print, and print. I need some on the edge. Just do a little like that, a little like that, a little over here, right there, right there. Okay. Let's see. Great way to use your stamps. The back of your wooden stamps when you can't find your, and it works with all the cling stamps. For me, I don't ever have an issue. And like I said, I'm forever like, oh, I can't believe I forgot my thing. So now, do we let that dry and add one more color? I don't know. I think we should just print. I'm going to print on the green now. And let's see what we got. Use my roller just to get off any excess. You can see the form of the 3D fabric paint coming through. Oh, and look, it left, because I did that and rolled it on the back, it left a really cool pattern for me to do on my next one. And this is cool as hell. Look at that. Look how cool that is. That would be for a great, I'm getting all these great mixed media backgrounds. Now, if you're doing ATC cards or Twinchies or whatever, you can cut them up. You can, like I said, I've made so many great backgrounds, I don't know what to do with myself. It's very exciting. But look at what we got here, just from pushing down on the bottom. So, again, if you can't, what do I do with my thing? If you can't find what you're going to use to show everybody, what did I do with it? I am so not with it today. I just had it. Oh well. Here it is. I buy these at the AC Moore, Michaels, in the cardstock section. And they have all kinds of different shapes and sizes and everything, and they always have them on clearance. So I buy them to use in my mixed media, whether it be what I'm going to show you now, and I'm just going to cut off a square. Can you spare a square? I can spare a square there. Okay. So, and I use them for stencils, and then when they get, or for stamps, or stencils, it doesn't matter. But then when they get gross or whatever, I can just put them on a mixed media piece and it adds texture just like that. So I have this great line that I got from the one with the green. So let's do some different colors and not necessarily mix them. They'll just be different colors on here. But look around your house for the stuff that you can find. You will be so amazed. And like I said, I am forever in the clearance aisle at the AC Moore, Michaels, Joann's, wherever I go, because these things that I just showed you, and I'll show you a few more. I probably won't use them, but I'll show you a few more. But let's just do this. I'm just going to put a little bit of red there and just kind of work it and keep it there. No big deal. I'm going to take a little yellow, and I know that the yellow and the red's going to make orange, and I'm okay with that. I'm just going to do a squeeze of yellow right here. And get that yellow going. And then wipe that off. And then how about some of the, this is called neon blue. Blue neon. Let's see what this does. And you can go up into colors because you know they're gonna mix into different colors anyway. Then I'll just wipe off my thing a little bit, my brayer. I'm not going to be obsessive about it, but I'm just going to take it off. And then maybe some orange down here. Just a little bit. And you can blend a little bit of the colors. You can do whatever you want. And I'm going to bring it this way. Okay. Now, I can go over the top there. Okay. Now what I'll do is get my design in there. So I'm going to take my paper that, like I said, I took off a piece. Not worrying about it if it gets icky or not. And I'm just going to lay it down. And give it a little help. And lift it up. And can you see how awesome? And see like the color effects you get on here? So once you're done, like when it dries later, you'll see it gets stronger. So you'll be able to use this many, many times. You'll notice because the paint, the acrylic paint will make it thicker. You know, sturdier, as they say. Sturdy as she goes. My hands. Okay. So, I mean, that's really cool. And I like that. So I'm just going to kind of leave that right there and leave that dry. But I'll be using it again. Now, again, let me see what other kind I have in here. I have so many. Like you see this one, this is a silver one that has big things. I'm not going to cut that today, though. I'm not going to get all into it. I just want you guys to go to the scrapbook section and find these. If you don't have stencils and can't afford them, I also have these hearts. You can see I've used them. And I have a ton more, ton more. But you can go to the, like I said, the scrapbook thing. You don't have to worry about not, you know what I mean? Let me we'll do some bubble wrap. I'm trying to let this dry for a second. But there's so much you can use. So much you can use. Maybe I'll do some bubble wrap here and just push it in. My dog is laying on my fabric bag. Push it in. And then I want to do, and then I just set that aside. I want to let that dry for a second, so I'm going to let it dry for a second. I could go on for hours, I swear. You can write words in here. You can, just make sure you write them backwards. You can stamp in here. Make sure only stamp word, you can just stamp like love or like a quote. That would be really cool. Do I have any stamps sitting around? Probably not. But I do have my stencil. So what I'm going to do is, what color should I do on top? Let's do a metallic color, like a metallic color. I don't have purple, do I? No. Okay, let's do a little bit of purple. Why not? And just do it light, especially when you're going over something. You just want to lightly go over it, light hand. Nothing, nothing too heavy. And I'll wipe off my brayer. And then I'm going to set my down on there and then brayer it. And push a little hard on it so it gets through. And then lift up. And you can see how cool that looks, just like that. Looks 3D. And this is all that happens. And I don't care. It'll dry on there. I'll use this continuously. And then... then what? I gotta put something around the sides. So... what do I have? What do I have? How about just some circles? More circles. Make a circle up there. Doesn't matter. And I can take this stamp. I'm not worried about sticking it anywhere because I'm just going to kind of lay it to get some texture. And that's fine. Now let's take our paper. I love doing Gelli Plate, but it can be messy. Which I like, but it's the cleanup I don't like. I wish I could hire somebody to clean up for me. Because I could sit here all day and do this. Lay it down. Gonna press it good so it gets contact. Gonna brayer, also cleans the brayer. Now, let's get this done here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Can you see all the stuff that came up? Can you see the candelabra in there? And the spider? Right here. And the spider's right here. So once this dries, I can outline that, and this is a great background. And I can also add to it 2 more. And now we have that still. And I might add another color. I need a bright, maybe red. Maybe add some red. If I can open the red. Okay. I'm just going to go all over. Might even be too much red. Last time I didn't have enough red. I don't care. That's why I'll go over it and make sure it's everywhere and then wipe off my brayer. Okay. Wipe off my brayer. I'm sorry for this video being so late. I know everybody keeps asking and waiting on it. Well, here it is. Just have been having a really hard time, so I can't even I was going to get on camera. I can't even get on camera because my face is so swelled. Let's do like prints, like that. Now I'm wiping on a paper towel, so when we're done, the paper towel might have some really great qualities that I want to use to maybe use as a background as well. Just adding some of that. Wiping off my stamp. Gonna use the doily. Do it on the end right there. Oh, that one gave a good print. That's good. Do down here. Good print. Awesome. And what else? What else? What else? I wonder what this. Now, you know, you can use the bottom of your paint things too. Look at the ovals you got. And then just stamp it or wipe it on, whatever you're doing. No big deal. And I think that's it. I'm going to just pull, and I'm going to pull it on this one. This really cool looking one. Just going to set it down. Roll it out. Now it picked up. See, the damn camera keeps going in and out. I hate that. It picked up, and you can see that underneath. But now I need something bright on top of the red. So I'll set this aside and decide what I'm going to do next on top of the red to really make it pop. I might have to do something white. Yeah. Now, I have an idea. I promise. I'm not going to keep you much longer. These are this is addictive. I cannot help. Cannot help. I'm going to do some purple. I don't care it's on the red. I'm just going to run it out. So I'm going to do two things. Dear gosh, okay. Just going to cover it up. Get back on camera would be nice. Okay. Now, when I was doing this, I noticed that this makes a cool eye shape. So I'm thinking, that's not necessarily in the middle. Wait. Cover that up. Really cool eye shape. And then take the back of a paintbrush. Wipe my brayer up before it dries. And miss the paper towel altogether and wipe it on my hands. Why not? Who says you can't have fun like that? Alright, so now I'm just going to kind of draw. Where will her talent end? I know you're saying, right? This is enthralling. So exciting. Then I have these, so I can do eyebrows. And the great thing is if I don't like it, I just take it off. She needs some eyelids. And some eyes. Oh, this weather here is awful. Okay. A little pupil there. I think I need to wipe off my brush. Remember, give me a break. My hands are bad, especially today. Just gotta fix these eyes. I know, I'm so sorry. I'm getting quiet. You're like, is she dead? Where is she? I can't, when I concentrate, I get weird. All right, so that's not too bad. Her hair has good texture. Her eyebrow could be a little bit better, but... So see how fun you can draw on these two. This looks pretty cool for me doing it in 2 seconds. You can give her a necklace, like, I don't have a little teeny stamp here. Didn't want to put the spider there, but she could have a spider necklace. If it shows up. I don't know, the paint might be getting too dry now. Not bad. Now let's stick the paper on it and see what do we get. Ready, set. I feel like I'm with my nephew. Go. Okay, here we go. So fucking cool. Look. Look how cool. Isn't that awesome? I mean, my drawing isn't that great, but I mean, it gives you, that you can do all this kind of stuff on here. Now, what I think I'm going to do, since I have my girl here, I'm going to give it a second to dry. And then I'm going to put a white over her. And then I'm going to put it on here, this red one. That is it's gorgeous the way it is. You can see the things through it. But what I'm going to do is only put white over her face, not the whole thing. Because I still want some of that red to come through. So I'm just giving it a second, going like this. But if you all are still with me, thank you very much. I'm going to finish up with this. I could sit here for another 3 hours and show you so many different things. I make not only molds from Amazing Mold Putty, but I make stamps. I have a ton of them. I should have pulled out. Like, I have so many stamps and so many things, and there's just not enough time in the day to show y'all and bore the hell out of you. So, it's just very exciting. It's very exciting and it's fun. And I know for those of you who cannot afford a Gelli Plate, I will put below so you can have some fun too, because it's the same thing, essentially, except you're saving yourself probably $30, $35. I don't know how much they cost. I've never looked. Like I said, my daughter got it for me, so I never looked to see how much they really were. I know they have they have a smaller one, they have a bigger one, and now they have circle ones. I don't know why anybody would need circle, but more power to you. So I'm just going to put this white like that. I mean, I guess it's to make money for people to get, because really, if you have one of these, you can do circle you could do circle things. So I'm just very lightly putting this on my girl. But I love my Gelli Plate. I do. I understand, though, a lot of people can't afford them. And like I said, I got mine as a gift. So I'm very happy about it. So I'm just going to lay this red one down on here. Not really worried about that. And I'm just going to push, get the paint off of here. And I haven't even used stencils yet. I mean, I didn't even get into my stencils. I might have to do another video. If you like this video, can you give me a thumbs up? And can you leave down in the comments if you want to see more of me playing with this? Or let me know if this helped you at all for using your Gelli Plate, or if you're getting one. But let me know. I'll do another video on more things that I do with it, because there's so much to do. And look how cool that looks. It's very grungy. But now I transferred her onto here. And all I have to do now is go and outline her eyes and her nose and her mouth and her hair. And I got this great portrait. So it is so much fun. And like I said, this I can wipe off. Let's see. I have a paper towel here. I don't know if I have. Is there water in it? Yeah. Now I can spray this. And you could spray it and put your paper on it again and pick up another print if you don't want to waste the paint. But you see how easy it comes off. So I want to show you that, because I know a lot of people, I've seen a lot of questions about, cleaning them. And you saw how dirty mine was when I opened it up. Like, I didn't clean it, but this is getting all that gook off that was on there. And if it gets to a point where, you need a little more water, you put more water on it. And then you got to do underneath the top, because a lot of it sits there. A lot of paint. Like if I do this side, you'll see all that paint come off there. But that doesn't bother me. I don't really care about that. And now, my Gelli Plate would be cleaner if I just sprayed a little bit more. But my Gelli Plate is complete and clean. So, yay for me. It's all ready to do more. So let's go through. We got this bad boy, which I love. I can definitely outline her and make her work. We got that one. Like I said, and we can keep printing on top, or I can cut that for backgrounds on ATCs. We have this one. I can use these as my bottom part of a mixed media painting, you know what I mean? And rip it up and do whatever I want. We have the ones that had the puffy paint on, and then you print on them. We could have done circles. We could have done whatever. It was just an experiment. I saw them do it. We have this one with the, I wish this would stay in focus. The candelabras right here. Can you see? And the spider is in this yellow. We have this one, which is freaking awesome. I love it. I love the colors. I love everything about it. This has to go on a dark, I might use this on my dark canvas that I'm doing. We have this one, which is another one that was on had the green puffy paint I let dry and then did. We have, oh, sticking. We have the face one that we did. And we have, I like this one too. This is staying. This one, which I love. So, that is my fun playing with the Gelli Plate. I love it. Like I said, there's so many different things you can do. You can use stencils and stamps and stuff from home, toothpaste lids, just, you know, plastic forks and spoons and all kinds of fun stuff. So, you know, don't feel like, you know, don't be afraid. You're not going to break it. And like I said, you know, for those of you who don't have one, you know, look at the links below. It doesn't take much to make it. It takes a thing of gelatin, which I think you can get at the dollar store. I think Frugal Crafter originally used alcohol, but then changed it to glycerin. And it's very easy. So if you can't afford it and you want one, make it. It's fun. It's easy. Like I said, I would be making mine now if my daughter didn't surprise me and get it for my birthday a couple years ago. But I love it. And like I said, look how much fun. Just look. And this is just from us having this. You know, just doing these. Look how cool. I'm so in love with this one. In love. So, that is that. Now the fun of cleaning up. So please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And please leave a comment below. Let me know if you want a part B of this or if y'all pretty much got it. And, you know, any questions as always, ask. I have a group on Facebook called All Things Creative. Friend me on Facebook. I'll put the link below as well. And just say, hey, let me in, you know, let me in your group. And I will add you to our group. It's a fun group, no drama, no competition. Everybody is so supportive. And I've gotten, I came home from Friday from my tests I had to have done. And I had about 50 messages on there from people. How'd it go? Are you okay? They check up on, I mean, they're just wonderful, wonderful people. We all help each other. There's no criticism. There's no drama. If there is drama, I don't deal with it. It's out because it's a safe place to be. So if you're interested, like I said, friend me on Facebook and I will add you and you will have a blast. I got 2 messages today from people from my YouTube on Facebook. They messaged me with such kind words and how they watch all my videos and just these beautiful things. And I get emails like this all the time, and I'm just very, very blessed. So as always, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And like I said, give me a thumbs up if you like this, and share, please. I appreciate that. And let me know if you want to see more or if you're pretty cool with this. And like I said, if you have a big shot or anything like that, you can definitely, oh, I wanted to use this and I didn't. I'll use something else. You can definitely make these out. And you saw I used them on my Gelli Plate. And, you know, this is just kids foam that I embossed. So, you know, it's very simple. You don't need to have like all the stuff when you get it. You can really, you know, make your own. So that is it. I will probably be back later with another video because I have so much to catch up on. But I'm glad I got this done because everybody's been asking. So that's all I got today. Don't have much more. I will talk to you guys later. As always, thank you all. I love you guys so, 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 so much. Keep your eye open for a giveaway because that will be coming up very soon. And that's very exciting. I've been picking up for the giveaway, so I will see you then. See you next time, guys. Have a great day. It's raining and horrible here. I hope it's better in your area. Bye, guys.